Hi, hello, and everyone. Welcome to another special edition, episode of my project management and leadership podcast. Today, we are celebrating International Volunteer Day, an annual event held on the 5th of December every year to honor the dedication of and achievement of the volunteer worldwide. It's a day to recognize the value of volunteerism in advancing peace and development, highlighting the solitary works from volunteers, and most importantly, pay tribute to the volunteer working to make an impact on our society, especially the work surrounding SDGs. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to all the PMI volunteers, especially my chapter Malaysia volunteers. Thank you for your contribution to the project management community. So, in the light of this celebration, I'm thrilled to bring you an episode titled "Volunteerism for PM Practitioner." So let's me bring out my guest for today. After learning his history, his story in volunteerism, I couldn't think of anyone better guest for this topic than my dear friend Dr. Danny Chung from Hong Kong, an outgoing regional mentor from for PMI in the East Asia region. Dennis definitely is a respected leader in his field and with invaluable insight into what makes volunteerism valuable to PM practitioner, especially in our region. So, thank you for joining us, Danny. It's an honor to have you here with us on this special day.
Thanks, David. Pleasure is all mine. Happy International Volunteer Day to everyone.
Good. So, hey, I know that I send you a set of questions and definitely we will jump into it. But before we start, as I saying, after I hear your story about your volunteerism, probably you can actually introduce yourself. Start from Vancouver. How you started volunteering and and until today.
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Danny. Right now, serving in PMI, the largest project management association globally. I started serving in this nonprofit professional association in year 2000. That is when I was still in Canada. Then I started my first volunteer job in that organization is teaching PMP exam preparation. And the reason why I choose teaching to teach PMP examination preparation is because I failed PMP exam in the first attempt, and I understand that that is a the effort and the structure how to overcome the study challenges, and also especially because PMP is for the working class, then people will work in the daytime and then study in the evening. Then I failed in the first attempt, and then after a couple of months later, then I rewrite the exam and then pass, and then I start my volunteer work in the organization. I started in year 2000 in Canada, and then I relocated to Asia later in 2005. And then I work in a different chapter as the chapter leadership position. Then from that area, that is what I have observed and learned from the volunteerism. That is, like David mentioned, is volunteering, which is connected to the professional growth. And then one of the area that we look into is in typical volunteering is about to offer some help from your domain. But that is the old-fashioned way of seeing volunteering. This year, 2024, I'm retired and I'm living in Hong Kong, still living in Hong Kong with my family. But I have a different view of volunteering, especially in the community and also in the professional organization. Volunteering, not just offering something that you know. And of course, that is no monetary compensation. If there is
Mhm.
compensation embedded or included, then that is not called volunteering, right? But my new view on this one is through the volunteering, that is we, uh, the people offering service, will enrich and enhance ourselves or the develop ourselves. I give you an example. That is, say, I'm a Chinese. Okay, then I love dim sum. Then I know
Mhm.
how to make dim sum. And then okay, I'm a good dim sum master. Okay, dim sum chef. And then I will say, hey David, let me
Mhm.
teach you how to make a dim sum. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, this is the old way of doing the volunteering work. Okay, I can teach David and his family or all the friends in Malaysia how to make dim sum. But in reality, that is through this volunteering, I will learn that is maybe dim sum in China or dim sum in Hong Kong will be is different from dim sum in Malaysia or dim sum in Singapore because
Mhm.
of the religious, because of the food ingredient. So to me, that is something that I learned from volunteering. That is through volunteering, I will um, I will enrich my skill and also enrich my profile in being more creativity, being more creative in adopting the different changes or the diversity in a different culture. This is something that I learned from volunteering. Before we move to the next one, is I want to share with you all using the dim sum again. Is through the sharing. Okay, hey David, I'm going to teach you how to make Chinese dim sum. But when when I work with the community in Malaysia or in other places, that is a dim sum is loved by people not just Chinese or Asian. Some
Mhm.
foreign friends, Western friends, they love dim sum as well. Then that will also trigger my creativity in making dim sum with a chicken, dim sum with beef, dim sum with pork.
Mhm.
That will also enhance my skills in different area in order to expand my leadership role and leadership capability and also the network of communities that we serve.
Mhm.
Back to you, David. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, actually, I definitely I hear you and your story. When you start volunteering in Vancouver, I didn't know that you fail your exam. Uh, that is something that I miss out from your story. But
Uh-huh.
I know that you say that you in Vancouver you actually set up in the Vancouver chapter, I believe. You
Yeah,
set up the study group,
yeah,
and then you volunteer, you expand.
yeah.
That's how you started volunteerism back in 2000.
That is correct. Yes,
Okay. So then you actually slowly then move back to Hong Kong, and then
that's
you play
correct.
multiple role, and that. Okay. So the questions that I actually I for all of us, right, talk about the topic today that is about project managers. We all are project managers. We as we are busy doing project and everything, what is the purpose? I know that you have mentioned that we can actually put up the skill, but from the project management point of view, as you are experienced as a project managers or even practitioner, what is the purpose for project managers to become a volunteer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
That is that is the fun part of as a project management practitioner to participate in offering volunteering service. There is a fun part is we as a project manager we always work on the triple constraint that is on the cost, schedule, and scope. Right, every one of us
Mm-hmm.
know this. But when we volunteering, that goes beyond these three constraints. I give you an example. Right now, I'm retired in Hong Kong and I serve in a senior home. I serve those senior, the grannies with cognitive impairment.
Mm-hmm.
That is, they cannot recognize the color, they cannot recognize the number, they cannot recognize whether this guy is her husband or her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was in the senior home, they will say, "Hey, hey, honey, can you put a glass for me?" Or "Honey, can you order something?" But of course, I'm not a husband of this granny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me share with you as a project management practitioner is we we are professionally trained to look after this to deliver
Mm-hmm.
something. But when we are serving, when we are volunteering, that goes beyond that. I give you an example. This is from yesterday, Wednesday. I serve
Mm-hmm.
in a senior home. Okay, try to imagine there is we have a five color Lego blocks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
orange, yellow, and blue. Okay, and then my instruction to them was a very straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put the yellow as the first one, and then put the yellow as the first one, and then blue as the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But they do not recognize what is a color blue, what is color yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So they cannot do this. Then I as a project management practitioner, then I need to use my stakeholder relationship skills. I need to
Mm-hmm.
use my communication skill to relay them to lead them to associate. Okay, what color represent blue? Oh, that is the color from the ocean. Then
Mm-hmm.
they will call, oh, the color from the sea, the color from the ocean, and then they will identify that is the yellow. Sorry, that is the blue Lego block.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a project manager practitioner, I see that is serving or volunteering will help us to enhance and also solidify our project management skills. Because typically when we serve, okay, because my profession is in IT, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but an IT project manager, he or she may also serve as a volunteer in the ESG or in the architecture enterprise, because he or she could extend and solidify their project management skills and foundation through volunteering, through the
Mm-hmm.
communication to the new industry stakeholder. An IT guy may not be able to speak effectively to
Mm-hmm.
people in architecture or agriculture industry. But through
Mm-hmm.
volunteering, we can foster the communication and build the community together. And helping the project management practitioner like ourselves is to enhance our profile, enhance our project management skills.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that definitely. I think Danny, what you say is true. You know, as a volunteer, as myself also a volunteer.
Yep.
When I volunteering, I tend to reach out more PM practitioner from different industry, and also learn their lingo, learn their way of
That's
doing
right.
projects, and so on and so forth, and actually and actually help us on uh, be better understanding what are the possible options that are available in the in other from other industries, so that it can actually help us to manage our project better. And I also just now that you are saying that you volunteer as to the old folks
Yep.
senior citizen house,
Yes.
and you help them. Definitely, I believe when you are volunteering to this community using
Mm-hmm.
your project management skill, it also help
Yes.
you to live up your I think your happiness, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm also learning. I'm also learning from them.
Yeah.
I'm also
Okay.
learning. And David,
Mm,
David, I want to share with you is because you and I are living in Asia.
mm,
But for the audience, if they are not living in Asia, Asia has all the countries in Asia has a specialty or a
mm-hmm,
common commonality that is on. We have a very diverse culture
mm-hmm.
and also diverse industry mix.
Yep.
If you look at a single country, okay, if you pick Malaysia, Singapore, or Hong Kong, we have a
Mm,
many growing industry, maybe tourism, maybe
mm,
technology, maybe infrastructure or the green technology, and that is the best part of in Asian countries is we as a project practitioner, we come from different background, then we can mobilize our or we can mobilize these resources of volunteer profiles to help different needs in the local community
mm-hmm.
because we come from a very diverse culture mix in the economy in the community that equipped us to help the others also with different special needs.
Yep.
We may serve those people in agriculture, or we may serve the people with a mental disability, or we may serve
Yep.
people in startup, right? That is,
Yep.
I see the uniqueness of in Asian countries of the because of the diverse culture and industry mix.
Yep. Totally agree with you. Let's move on this next
Yep.
questions is that
Mm-hmm.
we have been talking about volunteering, we learning new skill, we talking to a lot of different people industry.
Yep.
So based on your 20 over years experience in PM and also especially at volunteers, what make volunteers how to make a volunteers a successful for career? Another question: how make
Mm-hmm.
a career or even life right successful
Yeah.
through volunteerism for a PM practitioner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, in the introduction, I mentioned that is I serve in the professional association
Yep.
for over 20 years, right? From
Yep.
start from the year 2000. Now it's
Yep.
24 years. Then 24 years eating the same breakfast every morning. I think that would be that would be relatively boring, right? Every
Yep.
morning is sunny shine up and sausage and the bun. But in reality, that is something I teach myself, and also I remind myself that is number one. That is you believe in yourself. That is you
Mm,
believe in yourself. That is you could create some value to the others.
mm-hmm,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a because I do not like to use the word mentor. I
mm-hmm.
rather to use the word is influencer. That is you
Okay.
could influence someone, not necessarily in IT industry, but you could influence or inspire someone in a startup, or someone in agriculture industry. Then you believe in yourself, and also you grow yourself. You grow yourself in a different area. You believe yourself could make a difference in agriculture industry. You grow yourself. You believe in yourself that is you could make a difference in helping the senior. Even I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a professional trained social worker, but I still believe in myself, and I unleash myself. I expose myself to different volunteering opportunity,
Mm-hmm,
like in the organization that you and I serve in the global organization. We both serve in different position.
mm-hmm,
The objective is, of course, to create value to the community. That is
mm-hmm,
the ultimate goal. But in return, to two of us or to many of us in volunteering in the organization, is we experience a different position, we experience a different culture or different event or different project, because every project is unique by the book, right? By the
Yep.
book that you and I studied over 20 years. That is, every project is unique. Then we through the volunteering, we can experience different project, and then in order to enhance ourselves in adopting different cultures,
Mm-hmm.
and also the improve our EQ, improve our relationship building with a different stakeholder. So
Mm-hmm.
this is how I see is could make a difference, could influence people to make a ripple effect together.
Okay. So yeah. So I yeah. To, what I again I totally agree with you is that when we are volunteering, we learn new things,
Mm.
we see new things,
Yep.
we experience new things, but so for the past 20 over years, no, definitely I just volunteer like how long, probably 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
based on your experience, what kind of skill set you think that PM can actually learn from volunteering?
Mm. No. Uh, from the conventional view, that is a PM skill set is a relatively vertical.
Yep.
That is okay. If we look at a pinball, the skills that we learn is a relatively vertical. We are professionally trained as a specialist. We
Mm-hmm.
could be a schedule specialist. We could be a risk management specialist. But whereas a full volunteering is it will blend all the skills together, and then you will be able you with a PM practitioner background or PM skills background, you will be able to learn new things and expand your skill set. For example, um, I mentioned about EQ, right?
Mm-hmm.
EQ
Yep.
is a good good example, especially during pandemic period. Every one
Mm-hmm.
of us experience a pandemic globally, right? It doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
you are in States or you are in China, you are in Singapore or in Malaysia. Every one of us experienced the pandemic. But
Yep.
how could we as a PM practitioner to learn from the adversity, to survive from the adversity, to rebuild from the adversity. This is not by the book. It is not by the vertical tower. It is
Yep.
something that through volunteering or through the other non-project management related stakeholder that we learn from them, and also through the engagement opportunity, through the volunteer project opportunity, we learn from them, work with them, and then enhance our adversity handling, enhance our EQ capability.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very good example. And also if I may use a pandemic period for example, again, is a pandemic is a global event or global incident. That
Mm-hmm.
also that also bring us together, tie us together. No one is just caring by themselves. Everyone is
Yep.
caring each other. You may offer some help to people in the labor countries or labor cities. That is a
Mm-hmm.
very good example. And then through this global incident, we understand we redefine the definition of a giving. Giving not just not always is from the rich to the poor, not always the case. Even from the poor, he or she could give as well, not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily in a money term, We, as a global citizen, like you shared earlier, through this incident, global incident, we, the project manager, can help to bring the community closer and also build the community.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Again, as you say, it's always about EQ. It's about adapting. It's about building a community. Um, what, just wondering. Again, I just want to dig out your 20 years of experience. Oh, how volunteering actually can help in terms of improve, innovative, or maybe creating building a better uh, bonding relationship, learning
Mm-hmm.
how to build bonding with or different type of stakeholder rather than our work environment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then let me share with you about I started volunteering in that organization when I
Mm,
was in Canada. Then before relocation to Hong Kong, and then I wrote a letter. I wrote an email. I wrote an email
mm-hmm,
to the founding president in Hong Kong, Patty
mm-hmm,
Wong,
mm-hmm,
and then I told her that hey, I'm a Canadian rookie and new to the organization, and I'm relocating to Hong Kong and would like to serve as a volunteer. That is the number one that I want to share with you is what you are serving. That is very important because you believe in yourself. You believe in yourself could make a difference. You believe yourself can grow in under that umbrella, under that organization, which is a very important. I believe in that professional organization. So that's why,
mm-hmm,
no matter which country that I live, I serve in that local chapter. And I sent a letter to Patty Wong, and then after I settled down with my with my new role in the organization, and then Patty asked me out for coffee. Patty asked, "Hey, um, would you be interested to join the local chapter
mm-hmm,
as a volunteer?" I said, "Yes." I'm not asking for a business card. I'm not asking for a title. I'm not asking for a big title or any
mm-hmm,
specific title in the local chapter. Yeah, I just want to serve because in an old Chinese proverb is saying is where is your heart, and then where will you be? That
mm-hmm.
is you follow your heart. If you
Yep,
in the Western world is saying if you like it, and then you will do it for free.
yep,
So to me is well in whichever country that I serve or live in because of work, then I will contact the local chapter. Hey, is there anything that I can serve you with or I can assist you with? I could be a speaker. I could be someone doing the envelope sorting or doing
mm-hmm,
the job in the mail room. So that is the number two is about the organization. If you find something that is you have you believe in that organization or you believe in that the project or the opportunity, because what you believe is you are expecting some growth, personal growth in terms of the capability, in terms of the network, in terms of the um, engagement. Then, if you see this is the opportunity that you can gain and benefit yourself, your personal growth, then that is a number three. Then on number four is to keep rotating. Keep rotating. That is very important. In
mm-hmm,
different chapters, different countries, I serve in a different chapter leaders position. I look after finance. I look after marketing. Well, it was like 15 years ago. I helped different chapters to set up their Facebook and LinkedIn
mm-hmm.
pages. And 15 years ago, that is I am also new to the social media as well. So I learn, I grow, and help to serve.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an example of something that I do not know, but I'm willing to serve. You can serve without a not necessary in the position as a master, as a sifu, or as a guru. No, as long as you show your hand and join the organization and you believe in yourself, which is something you could make a difference. Then you can serve. You can learn together with the community, with the organization.
Okay. Well, again, that Danny, you definitely you have played a lot of different role from Vancouver to Hong Kong. Um, and myself, I also I just purely in Malaysia chapter. I do volunteer myself into a PMIEF for about a year, about 2 years. Um,
Wow. Mhm.
but my question to you for the past 20 years, what do you think that if let's say that I'm doing a volunteer or anybody here want to become a volunteer, what do you think that they would expect throughout their volunteering work?
Mm. Um, I give you some thoughts that is for the volunteer
Mm-hmm.
when they are considering a volunteer opportunity.
Yep.
Number one is volunteer by definition is offering. That means it's a
Yep.
gift. Okay,
Yep.
so are you ready to give, or you just want a business title? Are you ready? Are you really ready to talk to the homeless in the middle of the night, or to serve the homeless with giving them a lunch box, giving them some food and something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a volunteering, not always doing your day job. Yes, your day job is a CIO. Then, yes, you can volunteering by giving the technology advice. Yes, this is volunteering. But number one is, are you ready to serve? When we say ready to serve, is because when we serve, there is a different opportunity ahead of us. Then there is many things that we could serve. Like the example that I used earlier. Yes, I can share how to make a dim sum with
Mm-hmm.
David. But in reality, that is I need to be prepared. That is the dim sum in Malaysia will be different
Mm-hmm.
from dim sum in Singapore, and dim sum different from dim sum in from Hong Kong. That is I am willing to change. I'm willing to learn. That will be a new dim sum in Malaysia. That is a
Okay.
that is something that the volunteer, when he or she say, hey, I'm offering, I'm willing to serve, but in reality is, hey, no, I'm just looking for a volunteer director position or title on the business card. Then that is not a volunteering. Okay. And volunteering, the second thing I want to share with you is um, that ultimately in the old days is a one-one relationship. But in the past 20, 30 years, volunteering, the radar, not one-one anymore. Because of the ripple effect, because of the influencer definition, there is a David, you could teach me how to make some Malaysian dim sum. Once I
Mm-hmm.
learned from David about Malaysian dim sum, then the beneficiary, the stakeholder, if we use the PM methodology, PM terminology, the stakeholder, not just Danny, because David teach Danny, and then Danny will make Malaysian dim sum to his in-laws, to his cousins, his family. Then the
Mm-hmm.
volunteer work from David is impacting many, many people, not just a one-one relationship in the old days. In the old days, it's like uh, the teacher and student relationship, but current or the modern volunteerism, uh, not architecture. The effect from this is more than just one
Mm-hmm.
one. Then that is number two. Then on number three is on the collaboration. In terms of the collaboration, okay, David teach Danny in Malaysian dim sum, yes, but David actually need to collaborate with not just Danny. David will extend his network and
Mm-hmm.
also the ingredient of the dim sum. Then David need to extend his network. David need to manage the relationship from a different stakeholder locally in Malaysia and also remotely in Hong Kong. Then that is something David, as a volunteer with a project management background, David could enhance, solidify his project management skills
Mm-hmm.
in realizing fruitful return from volunteering.
Yep. Yeah. That what I totally agree with you is that when we are volunteering, definitely we don't expecting to do um, what we are doing at the daytime, right? We definitely do more, or even we really need to put our hand into a dirt and get our hand dirties or even our self dirties to help the community, right? As what I also hear from you saying, it's about empower others. It's about
Yes,
when we are volunteer, it's about empower others to get to improve the community.
yes, my friend. Yeah, indeed.
Yep.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about just to ask something that out of the topic.
Mm,
As a senior volunteer that you are in the region 9 in the East Asia,
hmm.
um we when we volunteer we tend to meet different peoples, right?
Hmm.
um we definitely will have a challenge of engaging a different people from different industry, different mindset, different, all definitely totally different people. How do you deal with these people when we are volunteering?
Okay. For the benefit of the audience, okay, let me give you all a little background. The
Yeah.
region that David mentioned, I serve in different chapters, different local branches of PMI in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
I serve in the largest Asia chapter, which is a Japan chapter. They have
Mm-hmm.
7,000 members.
Mm-hmm.
I also coaching, mentoring the youngest in Region 9 is the Mongolia. They celebrate 10th anniversary this year.
Yep.
Mongolia. And then I also have a Hong Kong, Taiwan, and South Korea. Okay. Then a question to David. Okay. Find one thing common among these five chapters.
Yep. Great.
Can you name one common thing across these five chapters? Five countries:
Mm-hmm.
Japan, Mongolia, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Taiwan.
Project management.
Project management, yes. Okay. See, this is us. We as a project management professional, we
Yep.
always live project management in our blood. The
So.
common
Mm-hmm.
thing is English is not our first language,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Oh, then when we have a board meeting, when we have the region meeting, then do we need to hire? Do we need to use a five interpreter? The answer is no. That is we will turn this volunteering into a very cultural respect. and also language independent. Let me share with
Mm-hmm.
you. These are 5 chapters. That is okay. Number one, language is not English is not our first language.
Yep.
Number two is they are very very different. We have the largest one, we have the youngest one, and we also have a different culture. Hmm.
Yep.
The culture in Japan will be different from culture in Hong Kong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the challenger. These are the day-to-day layman challenges. Then how to overcome these is number one, find the common thing. The common thing is we all love rice.
Yep. Yeah, I think I saw the comment in our group. It all mentioned about eating rice and so on and so forth. Yeah.
That's right. Yes, we all love
Okay.
rice. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
number one. Mhm. Then
Mm-hmm.
number two is then in the regional meeting, then we all speak slowly,
Mm-hmm.
and we all will prepare nice and clean PowerPoint in advance for ease of communication. So this
Mm-hmm.
also show a respect to different chapters,
Yep.
right? Then that is yes, we see challenges, but we just need to work together, look at these challenges and form a simple solution. We don't need to hire 5 interpreter in our monthly regional meeting. We just need to prepare in advance nice and clean. That is also is a gesture of respect, right? especially
Yep.
especially everyone knows the um, the crafting, the fine craft of Japanese communication. The PowerPoint that they make always is a number one
Mm-hmm.
because it's a very clear, very neat, very nicely designed. Then that is on the challenge number one. Then the challenge number two is they all have their they all have their local problem. Some of the local problem are common across every many chapters. For example,
Mm-hmm.
membership recruitment. For example, financial strength. Because we are a non-profit organization, we do not take any donation, right? We are not charity organization, and there is no billionaire will sign a big check to this professional association because we are not a charity organization.
Yep.
Then we all face the financial challenges. We all face the recruitment of the new members and also retention of the old members. Then I will I will make use of this a common problem to try to find a solution for them. What is it? It is about okay. Uh, if you recruit a new members, he or she would be able to talk to us, not just talk to the local chapter. He or she could talk to. We could arrange a webinar
Yep.
from Region 9. That is a support gesture to the local chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, David, um, you were in the leadership role in the Malaysia chapter. We work
Yep.
together as a one Asia region, right? That
Yep.
is the same thing. Is once you join Malaysia chapter, you are in the Asia Pacific community. Then
Yep.
you could recruit or you could invite Chinese speaking speaker from Asia, or you could invite uh, infrastructure project manager to speak to your members. That is
Yep.
we link all the local problems into one big, not yeah, into one regional problem, and then
Mm-hmm.
uh, solve it, handle it with a global approach, with a regional approach. That is
Mm-hmm.
this is not David problem. This is not Danny problem. This is the entire region problem. And then we work together as a community, and then we show the value to the local members by joining Malaysia chapter, by joining Hong Kong chapter. He or she, the members, the chapter members, will feel engaged.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, Danny, what I hear from you, I conclude what you are saying is that as we are volunteering, we will deal with a diverse of stakeholders. So
Yes,
so what you are trying to say is that we need to have effective communication,
indeed,
empathy,
indeed. Hmm. Yes, indeed.
empathy,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
then a collaboration mindset, right?
yeah,
Collaborative mindset, and then work with each other, and then no, just through the volunteering.
yes, yes. Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that Danny, it's quite interesting. What I hear so far is that volunteering is about giving, it's about learning new skill, it's about how we can actually network with different people, learning new skill, uh, 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 address different challenges that may not be available in our workplace, but we can
Hmm.
actually learn it and then apply in our workplace and so on and so forth. So,
Yeah.
Danny,
Mm.
last month I have a podcast with Galen. We talk about project success, right?
Mm. Hmm.
We when we talk about project success, Galen talk about um, most of the project success, when we come to project success, is about it will always any project that is successful is always left some social impact, right? Social
Mm.
impact into the project trail. Uh, Mostly like ESG, right? We
Hmm.
normally look in ESG. So based on your experience, and you have been volunteering, now you are retiring soon. What do you see that in the future of project management through volunteering?
Mm. Hmm. Yeah. Um, Especially the future of our project management through volunteering. This is a very deep question, my friend. Okay,
Mm,
but I want to share with you all is in the old days when we study, that is okay. We work on the triple constraint. Okay,
mm-hmm,
we deliver the project based on the scope not exceeding the budget. Then this is project success. But in the in the recent development in the past decade or 10, 15 years,
mm-hmm,
project success is redefined. And in the past 3 years, it has been officially redefined. I give you an example, David. David come to Hong Kong. Okay, I can cook for you, but you do not want to cook. You do not want to eat the dish that Danny cook. Yes, Danny can cook, but you do not want to eat the dish that I cook. Yes,
mm-hmm,
I can deliver the project. Yes, I can finish it, and I spend okay. The budget is $2,000 Hong Kong dollar. Then I use two
mm-hmm,
thousand dollar to buy the fish, buy the beef. But the result is yes, I deliver the project. I complete the project, but the result is not influencing or
yep,
not impacting. But whereas if I take you to some foodie street or restaurant, and then which when you go home back home and Malaysia, hey, I met Danny in Hong Kong. He took me to a foodie restaurant, very yummy. And then you guys should visit Danny next month. Hmm? Then that
mm-hmm,
is influencing. That
yep,
is extending the ripple effect or amplifying the ripple effect. Then go back to your question in okay in if I say SDG or ESG in that particular about volunteering, SPG, SDG, ESG, they are all resources related, right?
yep,
And in in the PIMBOK, one of the domain area, the knowledge area is resources management.
Yep.
So that is if any one of you are interested in ESG or SDG, I invite you to look into the latest development of the professional association that David and I are serving. Because project manager, okay, or project manager, when we serve, we need to look into our resources. One of the
Mm-hmm.
area that we look into and also realize is that resources is always limited.
Yep.
There will be a no blank check or no unlimited supply of resources to you. Then we as a project management practitioner, we need to solidify or we need to reinstate the principles of our project management in order to take the ride of ESG or SDG in the next 5 to 10 years. You practice If you develop a good practice in project management, you could have a good sense of managing the ESG project, the SDG project. In addition to that, SDG from a United Nations, that is, they have a very refined focus. That is also the fit the purpose of a project management because
Mm-hmm.
from the United Nations, the UN, the SDG focus is a very defined, and then we as a project manager, we can easily to realize, easily to follow, easily to volunteer, easily to chip in. You don't need to be a UN on SDG or ESG. They are not asking us to build a rocket ship to send
Yep.
David and Danny to Mars. No, they are not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those are UN SDG and the ESG is a relatively straightforward. Then we as a project manager, we just need to develop and reinstate the principle and the practice in project management in order to realize the SDG and ESG volunteering.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Definitely. Again, I hear you saying that, whatever that we are doing, make sure that we are integrate the SDG or even ESG into our project,
Indeed.
and volunteering is actually a good a platform that we can actually practice that,
Yes.
and deliver a project success to whatever project that we are doing.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Okay, again, I'm looking at the time. We are just limited by time right now, right?
Mhm.
Time is
Yeah.
always a scarcity.
Resources.
It's all resources. So Danny, today is a International Volunteer Day.
Mhm.
And any messages to our audience, our listener here?
Yeah. Um, of course, once again, thanks, David. David has a kind heart in serving in the community, not just in the local chapter, also in a bigger, wider community. Thanks, David. Um, to all volunteer, doesn't matter which organization you are serving or in what capacity. Um, my humble advice to you, all of you, is this is also to myself as well. Is number
Mm-hmm.
one is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, not just your past experience, not just your big title or your big office in the corner. You believe in yourself could grow again. This is important. Many of us maybe he or she with a multiple degree or big title or big corner office, but does he or she believe themselves can grow again? This
Mm-hmm.
is important. Then number one that I want to share with all of you, my dear volunteers. Number one is a belief in yourself, which is that you can grow again. You can grow further. You can go
Mm-hmm.
higher. That is number one. Then number two. is maximize the growth. Maximize the growth. Well, I never thought of serving in the senior home, teaching them how to use how to recognize color, how to recognize number. Okay, but I just believe myself as long as I make myself available, I believe myself could make a difference. I will maximize the growth, and I will spend more time in this cognitive impairment. Cognitive impairment, this is just an example. I'm inviting you all. That is, you could, if you could believe in yourself and maximize the growth, and you will be pleased with the progress or the achievement, the result from your volunteering. Thank you, David.
Thanks, Danny. Definitely, reflecting to your contribution and legacy as an outgoing PMI regional mentor, and also at the same time encouraging all of us, right, embrace volunteerism as part of our career and personal development. So, it's come to the end. Thank you for listening, for joining, and also reminding us that the impact of volunteering on the world and a passion. So, Danny, again, been pleasure to having you on my podcast. Thank you for sharing your wisdom to us.
Hey, thank you. And happy International Volunteer Day to everyone. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you for our listener. Definitely, it's not just in the podcast itself. I will be actually sharing this recording into my YouTube. I hope that today's discussion will on volunteerism for PM practitioner has inspired you to think about what make your professional a greater success. If you enjoyed this episode, please do subscribe my channel, leave a review, and also share it with others in a project management community. Again, until the next time, keep striving for excellence in every project. And once again, happy Volunteer Day. Thank
Hey,
you. Bye.
thank you. Bye bye now. Mhm.